Austin's landscape has changed a lot the last few decades, reshaping whole neighborhoods. Well, now one group hopes to save a home from demolition and redevelopment. The McCown House on Rich Creek Street sits right in the heart of Crestview. It's a big one, sitting in a lot 3 times the size of its neighbors. As our Angie Bevan explains, it's got neighbors at odds.
People love this house. They're drawn to this house.
R.J. McCown built the house in the early 1950s. He had a hand in developing Crestview and other parts of Austin, even constructing I-35 through the city. Recently, a California woman bought the foreclosed home. Neighbors are learning she has plans to tear it down and rebuild.
Because we have 0 landmarks in this neighborhood, historically speaking. This would be the first one in the entire neighborhood. We don't get a lot of say as to what is built here if the house is torn down.
Supporters of the owner's rights say, of course you don't.
She has a personal right to her property that she spent money on, and we feel that it's inappropriate for a small group of people to push something that interferes with that personal right.
Those fighting for a historical landmark have collected about 275 petition signatures.
They by no means represent the feelings from the entire neighborhood.
Next door, Fred Bossy says calling the house historic would be a stretch.
I think that trying to find historical value is a way to try to keep it standing, but I'm not sure that just the sentimental desire to keep that building in the neighborhood is enough to establish historical value.
The city's Historical Landmark Commission will review this property tomorrow night. The meeting is at 7 o'clock at City Hall. If the commission sees a historical landmark fit, they'll send it on to the Planning Commission. Ultimately, City Council would have the final vote to protect that house from demolition. And Dave, neighbors who support that owner's right to demolish the house say that that neighborhood is seeing a lot of changes and more renovations like this are to be expected.
Age-old battle, isn't it?
It sure is, and we'll keep you posted on what happens.